Hi, everybody. I'm here with a weight update. I'm down 2.5 pounds on Saturday when I weighed in, and 2 weeks prior to that, I was down 5.0 pounds for a total of 7.5 pounds for the month, the last 4 weeks. And the best part about it is that my fat is down much more significantly. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Cammy of Dr. Cammy Goes Keto. I'm here with my weight update and my weigh-in with my nutrition and fitness coach, Jeff Cotterman at trisystem.com out in Kearney Mesa, California. And I am reporting good news. Lost 7.5 pounds over the last 4 weeks. But the most exciting part was that when you look at my body fat, like the actual fat on my body, because we pinch my fat and measure my muscles, is down 16.7 pounds. So, you would think that I would be seeing it on my body, and I maybe see it slightly around my tummy, not a whole lot. I still have a lot of weight on me. I don't want to tell you how much I weigh yet because I'm still over 200 pounds, but when I get under 200, I'll start telling you how much I weigh. But I've lost weight with Jeff over I'm going on 3 years. In August, it'll be 3 years with him. And I've lost over 30 pounds. So it's starting to come, the weight, but the percent body fat is what's really exciting. I was at 45.6% body fat when I started with Jeff. And now I'm at 29.4%. So even from 2 weeks ago till this last weigh-in, I went from 32% body fat to 29.4% body fat. So it's dropping, it's coming, everything's happening. It's the last thing that seems to happen is the scale, like seeing it on the actual scale. I still have a very large waist, and that's coming down. My waist when I started with him was 47.5 inches. Oh my God. It's still big, guys. As of June 20th, it's 41.75. But still, that's a big drop, right? From 47.5 to a little under 42. So it's coming. That's over 5 inches. And my goal is to get my abdominal circumference, which I don't think is on here, is under 35. I don't know when that will happen. It's going to take time. But anyway, the one thing I also wanted to explain to you when I tell you that things are going well as far as my weight loss is that I'm doing weight resistance training, and that's why I'm able to maintain my muscle mass while I'm still on the Zepbound, the GLP-1. I'm on that, and that's been helping a lot with my appetite and with the food noise that goes on in my head. And I'm going to tackle getting off of that and getting hunger and fullness cues back later on after I've gone like maybe 6 to 12 months without binge eating. So my last binge was the end of April into May, and my abstinence day of no sugar, no flour, and no caffeine is May 14th of 2026. So there is a gentleman named Ben Bokikio, and he has a book that I'm going to put in the link for you guys to consider purchasing. It's called 15 Minutes to Fitness, and it's a wonderful book. I think it's about $15 on Amazon. It's worth your money. And what he talks about is how to do weight resistance training. And he talks in there about how you can do it at home with your own weights and make adjustments. I end up going down to the gym and doing it with Jeff twice a week. And basically what you do for each body part, there's 9 machines that I go on. You lift the heaviest weight that you can possibly lift. So they're heavy weights, and you do it slowly. So you lift up for 5 seconds, the hard weight, and then you come down for 8 seconds. And then you go up for 5 seconds, and you come down for 8 seconds. And you do that for 50 seconds. And then for the last 10 seconds of the minute, you hold it at the hardest part of the weight for you. And what should end up happening if your weights are heavy enough is that your muscles will be shaking, and they'll be basically on the edge of complete and total fatigue. And that's called fasciculation. So you'll see your muscles fasciculating, and that means that you've gotten a good workout for that muscle, for that particular group. And so you can do, in theory, you can do the whole thing if you're by yourself in 15 minutes for sure. I happen to take a little bit longer because I do it in a group setting. So I have other people there that are trying to set up their weights, and it takes a little bit of time for Jeff or his son Noah to help get the weights set up for everybody. But within 15 minutes, you can get all of your muscle groups completely shaking and walk out of there like a little shaking mess, which is wonderful. And so I've been doing that twice a week too. And then I do an exercise ball class on Fridays that's 30 minutes on Zoom with Jeff. And then I walk with my sister on Thursdays. But other than that, I was training for a 5K, which I did. And so I'm not walking as much as I was. But now what I'm trying to do is some little walking after I eat my lunch or dinner or breakfast at least once a day. I'm trying to go out and walk for 10 minutes and walk a half a mile in 10 minutes or less. So it's a 20-minute mile pace, which is a pretty good pace for me. I can generally do it, although I didn't do it this morning because I don't know why. I was tired. I didn't sleep well last night, and it was hot outside when I went to walk. But for the most part, I can do a half a mile in under 10 minutes. So that's a good thing to do after you eat because it's good for your glucose levels. It helps regulate them. It helps you get a little bit of the glucose into your cells quicker so that they are not into your bloodstream as long. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to as far as physically. Spiritually, what I've been doing is giving it completely to God. I have a higher power in my life, and I'm in Overeaters Anonymous, and I have an OA sponsor that I talk to regularly. I sent her my food plan that I do every day at the end of the day, and I am working on my 12 steps, and I have completely tackled step 3, which was the hardest one for me, which was made a decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God as we understood him. And so that's been really the hang up for me on my food because when I sobered up and quit drinking alcohol in 2000, I just moved a lot of it over to food. And so whenever I wanted to drink, and then it was generally usually just fleeting thoughts, but if the thought ever came back and was really starting to give me a hard time about wanting to take a drink over something, I would just let myself go eat sugar. So now I'm getting rid of my last addiction, and that's requiring me to have more of a spiritual life and a closer relationship with my higher power, and to also work more on emotional things and how to cope, how to become emotionally sober. And so that's going to take time. So everything's falling into place. I'm doing it slowly. I'm generally losing about 1.5 to 2 pounds a week. And yeah, that's a little catch up on my physical situation here. So I'm looking forward to letting you know when I get under 200 pounds. And that'll be fun. And yeah, when I came to start working with Jeff, I weighed 257. So that'll be almost 60 pounds off when I get under 200. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.